Taipei. You guys like my workbench? It's called the floor, and my pit mat, it's called carpet. Anyways, so I'm doing, this is what I'm going to do with my Limitless. You know, I want to test it. I still want to run it, but I do want to have the power on tap. So I'm using a 50-tooth spur, and instead of the normal differential, like what Jay had in his, I'm going to actually build like a spool kind of differential center. It's like more like a spool, but it's just a bigger gear. So that way this will be locked and ready. So all I got to do is take this off, flip it, unscrew it, turn it, take this off, take that out, take this in, and you're done. And we're going to see how it runs. And then we'll see if it still gets hot. Because with the main thing you're thinking about with this car is, you know, immediately you want power. I want to break 100 miles per hour. And then secondly, you're like, but I still want to play with it. Because once you break the 100 miles per hour, it's like, what do you do then? You know, you want to run it for more than like 20 minutes without it overheating. So I came pretty close with this when I was running it today, and this thing was getting hot, and I feel like I'm going to fry something real quick. If not the ESC this time, but maybe the motor, but the motor is getting hot. So I'm just going to go up on the spur. Right now I have a 34 in there. I'm going to go up to a 50, and then we'll test it out. All right, now that I got the 4 screws out and I got this out, we'll lift that up, and then you probably want to take this off, move the chassis brace a little bit that way, otherwise it gets blocked here when you're trying to take out the center diff, and then you pull that out. I love how ARRMA makes it so easy. See, and that's what the original spool looks like, the 34 too. And then it just slides right out really easily like this. So it's pretty cool. So it's just a plug and play. Take this one out, and alright, so there we go. See, I made it even, so it's about the same side. So as you can see, when you put the old one in, you leave it there and you spin it. There it goes. That's a small 34 tooth. Let's see if this one's sized up right. This doesn't have much play there, but you spin it. Let's see. Yeah, it still does pretty good. The 50 tooth. So there you go. So all I gotta do is pop, pat, bam, shut the mesh, ready to go. We're gonna test this sucker out with the 50 tooth. Alright, so let's test it. Of course, you know, I think a smart thing to do would be to have, like, you know, a fire extinguisher with you every now and then when you know you're at risk. I have that right there, my smart water bottle, just in case. Last time, luckily, funny story, it was like a rainy day, so I was able to get a puddle to like kind of splash over my ESC when it was burning up and stuff, so that was pretty cool. But you know, today it's not raining and there's no puddle, so when you're suspecting heat issues, you always want to have something around. A lot of people forget that, and they're like, what do I do, you know, and they go and throw their RC in the bushes, and then next thing you know, you're like freaking causing a fire. So you don't want to do that, obviously. You grab some sand, you know, wave at it, whatever you want, but you will not want to start a worse fire, you know what I'm saying? So I've been out here for about, you know, 15-20 minutes doing pass-bys, and so far the ESC is a lot, I mean, not hot at all. The motor gets hot, but right now it's not as hot as it was. So the gearing did help with the 50 gearing. So, you know, I mean, that's a whole 15 tooth less. So for guys like you or me, if you're like me, you want to just run it and you want to kind of like back and forth and actually play with it instead of just having a few pass-bys and having the thing go up in smoke, then you want to do that and set it up like that for you know what I'm saying? So right now it seems to be running pretty good. It's very aerodynamic and it runs a lot better. I mean, you're taking off about maybe 20 miles per hour, so instead of like the normal, you know, 100 mile per hour with the other setup I have, now you got, you know, you're probably running about 80 miles per hour, which is still plenty fast for this thing, guys. If I went down to 20, I only got 70. I think, like, for me, I want to have a little more on tap. I don't want to spend too much, because if you got like a Hobby Wing Max 6 and you got like a 1600 kV motor, you're fine. I mean, the thing's never gonna like overheat as easy. It could if you totally push it, but but that's spending quite a bit, you know. Man, I didn't see that car. I would have like crashed right into it. Good thing I slowed down. You know what I mean? So, but you know, instead of spending that much and just getting your regular 8 scale system and still running it without heat issues, you're good with this setup that I'm running right now. So, and you have like 80 miles per hour on tap, which ain't bad. It's still faster than your average Talion out the box, you know, or your Typhon out the box, you know, and it looks good. So this thing runs smooth like butter, guys. It's just, I mean, I could feel it. I could feel the pickups a little just as fast, but it's not as quick as what I had it before. As crazy, which is really crazy, but it's still sick for what it is. And I love the way this thing runs. One of my favorite road car currently. So as you guys can see, I did more than, you know, I did about 10, 12 pass-bys already, and the thing hasn't overheated yet like my other one. So it seems pretty good so far. So let's bring it back over and let's feel the temps. Let's use the finger test and see if the motor's all super hot, you know. Like I said, 15, 20 minutes, ain't bad. Let's pull it. Yeah, let's see. Oh man, it's not bad at all. Wow, look. See that? Much better, much better. So the 50 tooth is perfect for it. So again, let me show you guys what setup I got. You know, you got your standard, see this thing, let me see. Oh man, it's not even hot like compared to what it was with the 34 tooth. So yeah, see, so you're good. You can have fun just like Tom Track's out here running, you know, a 50 tooth, a spool, spur in the center instead of a center differential, and you'll get that direct drive, boom, you know what I'm saying? And the regular 2200 kV, which normally would get hot, but right now you guys see I could keep my finger on it. You see that? And I ran it for like 50, and it's not that hot. So the 50 tooth helped tremendously. It doesn't look like it's smoking. I am using adapters. You know, one of my guys did recommend, he's a smart guy. You know, everybody learns from everybody, but I, you know, I like to test my limits and just let you guys know something where you don't have to spend a grip. Because like a Max 6 compared to a Max 8 and stuff like that, if you're just gonna run it lightly, see, I was stupid. I bought an 80 amp Sidewinder 8 and thought it was I was gonna be able to gently run it, but even me over pushing it, that's for the Limitless with that gearing is ridiculous. You're gonna go up in smoke for sure. But with this setup, you probably wouldn't. You know, it's a 27 tooth pinion and it's a 50 tooth center spool, which I changed out. So I don't know if you all can see it. Let me try to put it in the view real quick so you guys can see it. There it is. Let's see. There it is. You see it right there? Yeah, so that's my setup right there. Woo, that spool looks good. It looks clean. Damn, Gina. Looks good. But anyways, yeah, you know, the batteries are lasting pretty long. I got a 5,000 milliamp. Yeah. So direct drive, I said. So see how it picks up so quick and it just runs? I love this Limitless, man. It's so quick. And it, you know, it just flies, man. On command. Right now, yeah, and you just bring it back. This is a nice little spot to run it, you know. Yeah. 80 miles per hour is still fast, man, I think. You know, my XO1 supposedly is geared to do 100, but it doesn't have this much control. It's not as like sleek and, you know, glued to the ground as this truck or this car is. This car just has a nice feel to it, like a buttery, and the handling is a little better. It doesn't slide as much. Could be the wheels, it could be the setup, I don't know, but you know, right now I'm about half throttling it, probably going about 50, 60 miles per hour is what you guys see in this video, which is still plenty to have fun with, but knowing you have that 80 mile per hour on tap is what I like to have. You know, I'd rather have 100 mile per hour on tap, but I don't want to spend the extra $150 for that ESC and a new motor and getting all that going just to run it like this, you know, for 60 miles per hour. But one day I will stretch its legs. I have the spools interchangeable. You could get it right back in the car real easily. And if I wanted to like open up its legs and I had a drag strip, I would do that and whoa, shit. I would do that and run it to 100 miles to 120, whatever you want. But then of course you'd have to invest in the higher quality motor or a lower kV motor, not higher quality, but something that can handle that heat. And then you would also want to get the Max 6 or Max 5, obviously. And you have to make some adjustments. I mean, it's more space takes up on your chassis too.
which is very easy. You could adjust that. I could show you guys. You could flip the motor around if you get a longer can. And this is limitless, obviously. That's why it's called the Limitless. But for Tom tracks, I mean, you guys know this is enough running for me, you know, 80 miles per hour. And for some of you guys, it might be too. So as long as you have that capability, 80's fine, you know, because I think the infraction, I don't know if it's a 46 tooth with the differential in the center or it's a 50. I'm not sure, but I made this 50 just to be on the safe side. I think it's a 46 actually, the stock, and it's an actual differential, which is like the regular ARRMA differentials, where this is like a spool still, because I like to have that option. I like the speed, and let's try to. Whoa, shit. I tried to go 3/4 there. 3/4. 3/4 throttle there. And it's like, damn. Woo, damn. All right, let's feel it now. That's another 5 minutes. Let's see. All right, let's see. Ah. Oh, you guys can see my thumb on it, look. Damn, baby! I love it! I love it! It's a little getting hot, but all that running, man, last time with 34, no way could I put my finger on it. It's getting there. I think another 5-10 minutes, you know, then this motor. But it's a 2200 kV. You could go down to like a 2000, you'll be fine. It'd still get hot after like maybe 30 minutes, but this one, 20 minutes, you're good. And I did about probably, you know, at least 15 plus pass-bys right now, and the Limitless is in session, guys. So it's a safe setup. As long as you're not gonna push it harder than what I just stated. 20 minutes, you know, back and forth down a runway like this or like that, and you're good. And you're good to go. Okay, so that's just a quick update on my Limitless to let you guys know that it's having no heat issues. I'm still able to have fun with it with this setup. Just drop your or go up on your spur gear, or you could go down on your pinions. Okay, like I said, like I know JT's got like a 20 tooth pinion, and he's got a 50 tooth on a regular center differential, a regular one. Now I got a spool center differential, and with the 50, and I can still do a 27 tooth just to prove that it doesn't get hot. As you can see, I'm touching it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, see, it even cool down. Actually, if you run it with the body off like this, it's even better because the air kind of cools it down, and you don't even need a fan, seriously. But you know, I like seeing the body on it. It does look pretty sick. So you can still have tons of fun with it. You know, just modify your driving style, and you're good. You know, but if you're a pusher and you really want to hit those PRs or PBs, personal best, then just, you know, grab it. Grab that bigger amperage ESC. And grab that lower KV motor and just gear up like crazy. But the interesting thing with the set 2017, let me show you guys. When I did it, is I'm only running with one motor screw, because this pinion's so big, as you can see here, that let me focus in. There we go. That I wasn't able to get that second screw right here in, so it's still fine. I mean, you just throw some Loctite, make sure it holds good, and see, it kind of sticks out here a little bit. But it's fine, man, it's fine. Just get your mesh right. I could kind of eyeball it now. I don't need to do the paper method. I've done it so much, and you're good to go. But, you know, this Limitless ain't gonna be hitting hard. It ain't gonna be jumping. But if you're jumping and whatever, you don't really want to be doing that, because things can get loosened up and knocked off, you know. So if you're gearing up like the crane and you're still bashing, then that's a different story. But if you're just running on the street like this, you're fine, man. You're fine. If you have any questions, just let me know. Anyways, you guys have a great day. I appreciate all the new people who've been supporting me. I got so many new people. It's crazy. I got like a whole new group of guys. And they're talking to me. They have all these ideas, and I love all you guys, all you new guys. You know, I'm all about the underdog. You know, anybody who wants to start a YouTube channel, go get it going, man. Go get it going. It's gonna look good. I'll support you. I'll give you some ideas, you know. You probably know more than me, shoot. And you're just hiding. You got to get that YouTube channel. I know you guys got knowledge. Some of my guys are so smart. You know, I learn from you guys. We all learn from each other. Anyways, you guys, much love. Have a great day and have a great week. Everything's opening up again, so things should start to get back to normal. And I will catch you on the next episode. Stay safe, brothers.